Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorial. This is Kyra and today is the 6th day of our Petals and Parchment spring event, where all week long we had different tutorials and freebies and deals in our Etsy shop. And today is the 40% off on select fussy cuts. So if you want to grab any fussy cuts, today's the day to do it. So make sure to head over to our Etsy shop and take advantage of that deal while it lasts. For today's video and freebie, we're actually going to be working with fussy cuts as well. So make sure to go down into the description box and snag these beautiful little rose fussy cuts that are made to match our Petals and Parchment kits and collections here. I went ahead and printed mine on cardstock, and I did print a decorative paper on the back, as well as I grabbed another decorative paper here that has some text print on it, and this is just regular paper, it's not cardstock. And I went ahead and used a 1.5 inch circle punch to punch one of those out. And then we're also going to need some paper clips here, and make sure that you have them pointing down when you're working with them today. So to create these little fussy cut page toppers, we're going to be adding a little glue to the back of our fussy cuts here towards the bottom. And just make sure that when you're adding these, you kind of have an idea of the height you want. So for mine, I felt like they were a little bit too tall when I was done, and I'll show you a little bit later how I fixed this anyway, my little quick fix. But to save yourself time, the easy way to fix this right now would just be to push the paper clip up a little bit, and that will make it so they don't sit so high up on the page. And similarly, while you're gluing your little circle down here, you want to make sure that your paper clip isn't too low, or it'll just, kind of fall off. Or if it's too high, you won't have enough of the paper clip to attach to the page. So you kind of want it about halfway here. And remember to let them dry completely, otherwise your paper clip will pull right out. And you don't have to put the paper clip directly in the center of your fussy cut. You can put it to either side if you have really intricate fussy cutting going on like I do here. So, it doesn't just have to be in the center. You can work with the shape of your fussy cut. All right, and I'm going to go over mine with a little bit of Distress Oxide in the color Ground Espresso, just to give them a slightly more vintage appearance. Obviously, you don't have to do this, but if you're looking for any of the materials used in this video, you will find them down in the description box below. We have an Amazon influencer shop where you can get all of our supplies. And then attaching them to the top of your page is really simple. You just go ahead and use that paper clip and just kind of hook it on. And you can use these at the top of the page, but you can also use them on pockets and things like that. It's really just wherever you want to put them. And since I decided mine were a little too tall, my kind of quick fix here is to sort of create a false top of my page here using a little scrap piece of paper. So I'm just going to kind of measure out how tall I want my fussy cuts to be, how far I want them to stick out of the top of my journal. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to use that to figure out where I want to glue down my little strip here. So you could do something really decorative, use another fussy cut, or make a really pretty shape to hook this onto. I just decided to use a quick ripped scrap piece of paper for mine. And you're just going to add glue to the left and right sides of whatever you're using, leaving the center sort of clear and free to hook your little paper clip down onto it. And you want to keep it pretty tight, so make sure to let your glue dry completely before you try to add your paper clip. But that should allow you to kind of decide where you want to stick your paper clips. If they're a little too tall, you can kind of do this little quick fix. And you could even use this if you want to stagger paper clips at different heights. So you can get a little more creative with your journal, use different fussy cuts, different heights, and just make it really pretty. If you saw my flip through last Sunday, you'll notice that I added some butterflies to the top of mine. So yeah, just get creative. And a second way you can use these fussy cuts, I went ahead and printed mine out twice here. I wanted to give you guys some options, is we're going to create a little pop-up band. So to figure out how wide you want your band to be, you can kind of measure it against your fussy cuts. I decided that about a 1-inch band would look pretty good with these. I wanted them sticking off of it a little bit, kind of giving it some different layered effects. And then you're just going to take it and fold it in half like this, backwards, so that you can see the pattern. You can also print front and back if you want, so that it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to take those ends and we're going to fold them inwards towards that crease we just made like this. And it's going to make sort of a little W shape. And then if you want to, you can round the corners of your little strip. It just makes it look a little bit more finished, but again, this is an optional thing. And again, this punch will be linked down in the description box below in our Amazon shop if you are looking for it. It's a pretty handy tool. All right, and then to add this into our journal, you're just going to add some glue to sort of either end and glue those down. And you can glue them towards the top, the bottom, the middle, it's kind of up to you, but it'll just kind of fold close and then pop open like this. And then we're going to glue our fussy cuts down to sort of one of each of those little sections of this little pop-up strip like this. And then you just have this cute little pop-up in the middle of your journal. It just adds a little bit of interest and a little bit of wow and a little bit of fun here, and you can decorate around it however you like. This is kind of what I did with mine. So that is it for the tutorials for the Petals and Parchment Spring event. Tomorrow's video is going to be the giveaway where we announce the winners for everyone who left comments on our videos. So again, make sure to leave a comment down below today. We're still choosing a winner for today's video, and we will announce everyone who won coupons to our shop, as well as the grand prize winner of the journal giveaway. So make sure to tune in to that video so you don't miss out. And please remember to like and subscribe so that you can join our crafty little family and you won't miss out on any future videos, tutorials, events, or freebies. Otherwise, thanks you guys so much for crafting along with me this week, and I will see you in tomorrow's final video. Bye!